This is a very different kind of product research video. You must have come across dozens of YouTube videos which tell you that the most important factor in the success of your private label business, popularly known as Amazon FBA, is to select the right product. But what is a right product? Is it simply improving upon certain discomforts people have with all the existing options in the market by reading the 1, 2, and 3-star reviews? Is it adding more features to your product than the best options available right now? Or is it just selling a pack of 2 instead of 1 and to create a perceived higher value? In this video, I'm going to share with you all a new strategy that could help you think out of the box and come up with product ideas that are laterally different from the most options available in the market. Hey everyone, my name is Rish and you're on the Republic of Sellers channel. Most of the content on my channel is about building private label business online. So if that's something that interests you, consider subscribing. Also, if you find value in this video, don't forget to destroy that like button because it really helps spread the right information out there to the most. And if you're already a subscriber of this channel, please watch till the end because I've got a special short message for you all. Thank you so much. Let's continue with the video. So, the strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you is called the Blue Ocean Strategy, derived from the book The Blue Ocean Strategy. Now, if you're someone who has already read the book, this video might appear a bit short-handed to you because I have only picked up the most relatable strategy that can be directly applied to the product selection process when thinking about your private label business. Now, before we get started on what the Blue Ocean Strategy is and how can we apply it to the product selection process, let's first try and understand the fundamental concept behind it and look at some examples. To understand the Blue Ocean Strategy, we need to first understand its counterpart, which is the Red Ocean. Now, you might wonder why the colors red and blue. Well, let me explain. Imagine the Red Ocean as the current state of the niche or a market. The red color symbolizes the fact that all the businesses in the market are trying to cut into each other and bleed each other's sales with various marketing and promotional tactics to get a piece of the pie. In doing so, these businesses burn heavy marketing dollars and sacrifice a good percentage of their profits. Now, if you are a new business who's trying to get into an existing niche which is already seemingly red due to the cutthroat competition, then you could say that you'd be putting yourself in the red ocean. And it doesn't take much logic to guess that you'd be bleeding yourself out too. Now imagine that you discover an opportunity in the existing market that is laterally different than everything that's out there. This would put you in a position where you would not be directly competing with any of the existing businesses. Moreover, their existence would not make much of a difference to you because you would have created your own market, or in other words, a blue ocean for yourself to thrive, therefore making the competition irrelevant. Yes, you heard me right, making the competition irrelevant. When you can do that, you can say that you have found yourself a blue ocean. That's when you celebrate. But not too much. Now the real question is, how do you find this blue ocean? Well, there are various techniques mentioned in the book which can be applied in the process of discovering a blue ocean. But of all the approaches mentioned in the book, I figured the BDA approach is the one which can be directly applied in discovering private label product opportunities. But you must be aware, like every other business strategy that can potentially put you several steps ahead in the game, this isn't an easy thing to figure out at the first go. So be patient. No, I mean PATIENT, patient. Really patient. So what does BDA stand for? BDA means before, during, and after. The strategy is simple and let's not complicate it with a complicated definition. Here's how you apply it. To look for potentially untapped markets and blue oceans around a product, think about what does the customer of that product do before using the product, during using the product, and after using the product. Try to see if there are any pain points the customer encounters in any of those 3 scenarios. Yes, that's all. Sounds simple, ain't it? Actually, it is. Just apply this approach across every potential product you see in the market and be patient. Yes, because that is the most important aspect of this, being patient. Now let's look at some product examples which actually applied the BDA Blue Ocean Strategy to make their very own blue ocean. By the way, retrospectively speaking, I wish we could call this a green ocean instead, because you see, that's where the real money is made. Now, let's look at a product breakthrough that led to the discovery of a new blue ocean for the electronics giant Philips. You'd be surprised how obvious this solution would seem in hindsight. The British tea kettle industry had once had flat sales and shrinking profit margins, until the moment Philips came along with its new tea kettle and turned the red ocean blue. By thinking in terms of the before, during and after approach, Philips discovered that the biggest issue that the British had in brewing tea was not in the kettle, but in the complementary product of water, which had to be boiled in the kettle before they could brew tea. The issue was a white substance called limescale found in tap water. The limescale accumulated in the kettles as the water was boiled and later found its way into the tea. By thinking in terms of solving the major pain points in customers' total solution, Philips saw the water problem as its opportunity and created a kettle having a mouth filter that effectively captured the limescale as the water was poured. Limescale was never again a problem for the British when they brewed their tea. After this, the tea kettle industry kickstarted its growth and people began replacing their old kettles with the new Philips filtered kettles. Another product example that I recently discovered on Amazon is actually a perfect example, as it is in one of the most infamous product categories which is openly discussed and considered deeply saturated and untouchable niche. Any guesses? Well, if you guessed the neck pillow, you're wrong. You see, I don't work for Helium10. I work for myself. Alright, so the product is the garlic press. Yes, garlic press. So after I learned about the BDA approach of the Blue Ocean Strategy, I could connect the dots and see that within the red ocean of garlic presses, there was this particular garlic press which had created its very own blue ocean by exactly applying the strategy we just discussed. Let me explain. Well, before a customer had to press a garlic, they needed to peel the garlic pods. And that certainly left an unwanted smell of garlic on the customer's fingers. This version of garlic press eliminated the hassle of peeling the garlic pods completely by designing their product in a manner wherein the customers did not need to peel the garlic pods before they pressed it. And as you can see, they are on the first page and kicking their sales right through the roof consistently. So there you have it. We have looked at a couple of private label product examples which applied the BDA approach of creating a blue ocean for their businesses and created their very own universe within a competitive market space. Now, I hope this video brought you some value and gave you a new perspective about looking at the products and thinking in a very lateral manner so that you can find your very own blue oceans. I'll be putting more such videos out in the coming weeks which are laterally different in terms of the thinking process about building your private label businesses. So if that's something that interests you, don't forget to please subscribe to the channel and smash that like button under this video, because it would help this video spread and enlighten more people about this strategy. By the way guys, if you're interested in reading the book or even listening to it on Audible, the links to Amazon and Audible will be under this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end and sticking around. I would appreciate if all of you join the group as well if you are pursuing a private label business. Alright then, this is Rish signing off from Republic of Sellers. I will see you next time. Adios.